Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have July TCG with 1,136 rating versus Mariah Carey with 1,753 rating. So this is going to be another high rated DB video, and before we hop in, make sure to go check out July TCG's channel on YouTube. I'll leave a link down below at the top of the description, and now let's hop right in. So we are going to see Mariah Carey win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and decide to go first, 40 versus 45. Opening hands, we have Nib, Shade, Tour Guide, Phantasme, and Chalice, so, this is good. And then they have Chuchi, Talents, Lulu, Qinglong, and Phantasme, so, their Phantasme actually isn't going to do anything, because, this deck doesn't link at all. But they do have a Nib as a hand trap. The opponent does open up pretty decent, though. They have Qinglong, Lulu, and the opponent doesn't have, a way to stop that. So they're going to dump Shan Wu, add GG, and then activate the GG effect. That's going to target Lulu, so that way they can dump the Qinglong. And then special summon that out. Get rid of those to go for Charge Warrior to draw, and this is also summon 3, draws into a Kieran. And then activate Qinglong, banish, add Roshi, and discard the Phantasme. And then activate Roshi effect, target the Qinglong, and then go dump Neon, special summon out Roshi, and then they're going to special summon out GG from the graveyard and Neon effect. So now Nib can be activated at any point whenever they want to drop it. Alright, right here, go ahead and drops the Nib. So tribute everything, defense middle. They're not going to activate the Neon effect there or anything. Accidentally click that instead of token. Said sorry for caps. Oh, so they actually do activate the Neon effect. I was gonna say they probably aren't, but I guess it's because they're gonna get 2 banished anyways. If they go for a Shan Wu play, activate Talents to draw. That's gonna draw into Desires and the Qinglong. So now draw 2 into a draw 2. Activate Kieran effect. Then go dump Chuchi, summon out. And then also dump the Neon. Also, something that a lot of people don't know about Kieran is that this plays around Torrential just by itself because it sends, summons, and then sends. So the last thing to happen isn't a summon, so they can't actually TT on that. That's definitely something you want to know. If they go ahead and they dump, summon, and then do something, it plays around the TT with these. And they draw Desires and City off of Desires. So looking at the banishes, we do see... Was that 3 Ash? That was 3 Ash next to each other. So we see Kieran, Roshi, Lulu. They all get banished there. And now they're going to activate the Shan Wu, banish, special summon out... Well, I don't know. I still think activating the Neon to put back was, not great. Okay, personally, I wouldn't have done that. Because, I don't know. I just think having 4 banished is better than having 2. It gives you a pop on, their turn. And then also when it comes back to you, you already have a pop set up. Get rid of those. Go for Shen. So let me calculate token before it's harder to do so. Yeah, alright. Then they're going to set Chuchi, end phase, GG, add back Lulu, and pass turn. Draws Ancient Cloak. Yeah, if you're wondering how they were going to get the 4 banished, because let's say they didn't Neon shuffle back, so they'd still have Qinglong, and that's 3. And then they could go ahead and Qinglong effect, target something, banish anything, and then that's 4. Or they could even Chuchi, but obviously you'd want to leave Chuchi in graveyard and just banish a random name. They do draw Ancient Cloak though, so they're gonna go main phase, summon Tour Guide effect, and then that's gonna special summon out the Graph, and then activate Chalice to negate Shen. Are they going to respawn? Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and chain Chuchi before the Shen is actually negated, so that way this gets banished. Then set Shade. Turn those into an Anaconda effect, dump. So why'd they set Shade? Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they were thinking about keeping Nib on board, and then they were like, ah, nah, we're not gonna keep Nib on board. Dragoon, go ahead and pop those. So they're gonna take 28 because of the Shenshin being popped, and then 500 and 3,000. Yeah, it's like if they go ahead and they activate Shade, then they've gone Tour Guide, Graph, Shade, Link Spider, Anaconda, so that's 5 summons. I'm guessing they just wanted to play around the opponent's Nib instead of like trying to go for game. Then pass turn, draw E-Telly. Then activate the Lulu effect, targeting Chuchi. Then they said think, go ahead and chain Dragoon to destroy that. Also, if they wanted to last turn, they could have went Anaconda effect, target Shenshin, Dragoon negate to get the Anaconda off board. You get 500 more damage and also it makes Dragoon higher attack, Anaconda off board, and then you can just Ancient Cloak, go search for anything. You don't even have to search because like these are both just free discards. Like Phantasma, you're just never activating its effect, so it's just like a dead card. And then activate Qinglong, grab Roshi, and then they're gonna get rid of Desires. Roshi effect, target Qinglong. That's gonna go dump Shan Wu. Special summon, bring out the GG. Nian effect to special summon itself out. Then they're thinking here about what they want to do next. They're gonna get rid of those for a Juju. Yeah, it looks like they lagged a little bit. Neon effect, go ahead and put back. Said DB, please. I feel that. Puts back Qinglong, and then effect to go ahead and send. Now they're thinking about what they want to do next here. They are just going to get rid of those to go into a Zolkin set. Like, they have multiple ways to out this. Like, this isn't hard to out here. They just want to, like, do it the best. Because obviously, like, super easy route if they wanted to. Just overlay for any XYZ, attack, Zeus, outs Dragoon. Then Zolkin, summon out Crystal Wing, activate Shan Wu, target Lulu, and then they are going to chain E-Telly, summon out Nian, and then summon out Lulu. If you read the Shan Wu and how it's worded, it says you can target one virtual world monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated, then send one card to the graveyard. So they won't go ahead and like, send there. Like, this is still going to work, even though they don't have a card. And then we're going to see July go ahead and admit defeat there. So going on to the next game, we are going to see Phantom Knights be going first. Opening hands, we have Torn Scales, Chalice, Order, Graph, and Boots. This is good. You know, they even have Order on top of it. They have E-Telly, Talents, Roshi, Chuchi, and Nian. Like, they're already trading. Well, I guess it depends how it goes down. Because, like, obviously if they activate this, chain Order, chain E-Telly, that could make E-Telly still resolve. But we'll find out. Normal summon, special summon Boots. Turn those into a Cherubini. Set Order, and then activate Cherubini effect. They're setting to try to protect this. Then go dump. Interesting that they set Order over, like, Chalice, though. Since, like, I don't know. I'd rather destroy Chalice than Order, I feel like. Especially against, like, Virtual World. But they're going to banish to go grab, and then Torn Scales, bring itself out. And then Torn Scales effect, discard Graph, go send Ragged Gloves, Graph effect to special summon out from the deck, summon Seer, and also everyone asks this, why don't these get destroyed? It's because of Cherubini. And then you're gonna turn those into a Rusty, Seer effect to special summon back out to Cherubini. And then activate Rusty effect to dump. They're gonna set Shade, dump the Ancient Cloak. And then there's like another reason why like you would set Chalice over Order, because like if you have to destroy this, then it also makes like Shade not do anything this turn. Then they're gonna get rid of all those for an Appaloosa, and then activate the Ragged Gloves effect, banish to go dump, and then they are going to dump a Fogblade. And then activate Fogblade, banish, summon out Ancient Cloak, and then they're gonna activate Stained in the Hand, special summon itself out. Overlay those for Sea Dragon effect, and then that'll bring back the Torn Scales. They could have also used Ancient Cloak effect to make this Gang 800 attack, which is like pretty good. A lot of people forget about that. Anaconda, go ahead, pay 2k, dump the fusion, end the bricks, summon out Dragoon, and then activate Boots, banish, go search Fogblade, and then set. Okay, so they decided to set Order over Chalice because they wanted to keep one card in hand for the Dragoon negate, and they wanted it to be this. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair. You know, having like a Fogblade set over a Chalice is definitely a little bit better. Makes it that way like they can't attack, or you can target something of your own that they won't be able to do anything to. And then they're just going to go ahead and pass turn, and they draw into City. So they're going to go main phase, activate City, chain Order, and then they just submit defeat there. Going on to the next game, Game 3, we're going to see Virtual World decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Ash, Droplet, Torn Scales, Ancient Cloak, and Psychic Wielder, so they have multiple going second cards. They have Talents, Shanwu, Desires, Roshi, and Nib. Okay, so they're going to start off by activating Desires. Let's see, do they Ash this? Either way, they're drawing 2. Yeah, so they're going to Ash, and then Talents draw 2. Oh, let's look at the banishes. Wait, hold up. Okay, no, they've only banished 2 Qinglong. Draws into a... Oh, that's unfortunate. They're just not playing. This happens so often. They're going to set Chuchi Pass, draw Boots, normal summon, special summon, and then activate the Torn Scales effect, discard Cloak to go dump, and then they're going to dump the Ragged Gloves. Then turn those into Cherubini. Cherubini effect, dump Graph. Graph effect to summon, and then Graph will summon out from the deck a Seer. Then they said Think right here. They're going to activate Boots, banish to go search, and then searching out the Fogblade. Linking those off, go for Nightmare Phoenix, and then they're going to get Seer 1, Nightmare Phoenix 2, go ahead and pop, and then summon back out the Cherubini. So, it's like, now the opponent is like, they're forced to nib. Maybe they just hold it. Well, if like you hold it, they go for Appaloosa. I guess it's just like not a good spot. Like if you drop it, then you still just kind of lose. Go ahead and Ancient Cloak, banish, go search out Stained, and then they're going to activate Torn Scales, special summon out, and then Stained, special summon itself out. Then summon out the Psychic Wielder. A lot of extenders here. Go ahead and go for Sea Dragon. Sea Dragon effect, attach, summon out the Ancient Cloak. Then get rid of those to go for Anaconda, and then activate Anaconda effect to make Appaloosa dark, and then Ancient Cloak to make Appaloosa Gang 800. And then Fogblade, banish, summon out the Ragged Gloves. I love making Appaloosa Gang 800 attack. Like with Orcust you can do it, this deck you can do it. It feels so like cheesy. Then they're going to overlay those for Break Sword. This is going to gang 1,000 because of the Ragged Gloves. And then activate Anaconda, pay 2k, dump. They're going to chain Nib. Obviously, you know, they're going to go ahead and chain Appaloosa there. Well, I guess it's not, like, obvious. Maybe, like, if they try to play around, like, a Gamma or, like, a Veiler, they could just be like, yeah, okay, Nib effect is good, and then still summon out Dragoon. But they're just going to go ahead and negate, and then summon Dragoon. Battle phase, and they admit defeat. So, GG's. We did see the Phantom Knight player go ahead and beat the Virtual World player there. You know, they bricked game 3. It's just a Virtual World curse. It happens all the time. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Which is why I agree with like what Nesh said. Like, you kind of have to play like more like good spells. You know how he was playing like Desires and Prosperity. Now I kind of agree with that because like you just have to get yourself like out of the early game. Like your deck is insane once it starts playing. Like the grind with Virtual World is nice. It's combo turn 1 if you get the full combo is almost an auto win. Like it's not bad. It just like it bricks. It loses to itself just as much. I think like it just loses to itself so much. It's actually insane. Like every time we watch this deck, like let's say out of every 2 matches, there's at least 1 game that the deck bricks, and that is just far too many bricks. Like that's actually insane. Like 1 out of 6 games is gonna be a brick. Like just makes the deck so like risky to play, especially in like a tournament scene. To where like in Top Cut, if you like lose the game 3, well you're just out. But it was cool to see like Phantom Knights again, especially someone like July playing it. They've been playing this deck for a while. But I know a lot of people wanted to continue to see Phantom Knights and Virtual World, so this video was like perfect for it. Also, if you want to help support the channel, I have affiliate links and discount codes down below in the description if you want to check those out. All the money I make off of those goes directly back into the channel through giveaways. Bigger and better giveaways coming soon. Also, there's going to be a smaller giveaway coming later today. And seeing how long the match was, we can see that it was 30 minutes long, so very average. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.